Oh, it's a good day to be at the range. Of course, every day is a good day to be at the range, even though it's about 92 degrees and we have South Alabama humidity to deal with. That's all right. We'll just have a little fun here. What we're doing is we're working with this particular pistol here. This is the FN Tactical. Put that hammer down. And it's 45 ACP, the FNX. Kind of was born out of their efforts back in the 80s to, in the late 70s and early 80s to get the Army contract, which Beretta got, of course. But anyway, it's a great gun. It's got the Trigicon optic on there. Double action, single action. And this gun is really designed for hot stuff. It's got a really heavy recoil spring in it. And I think it's a 19 pound recoil spring. And it functions like gangbusters with regular Remington, say, just a green box. Just, you betcha, anybody's 230 grain ball ammo. And so with that, it functions just fine. I'll give you a quick demonstration here. We'll try it out here and see what I can hit at. Okay, no problems. We get perfect functioning with it, and you can, plus P loads, same sort of thing. But I was watching Ken Hackathorn and Bill Wilson talking about shooting and stuff, and how both of them have, they were longtime fans of the 45 ACP, but as they got older, they wanted to go with something with a little less whop to it that's more fun to shoot, but they still like the 45s, wanted to shoot them from time to time, the actual guns. So came up with the old geezer load. And Ken mentioned it in passing. It was a 185 grain berries plated bullet and 4.3 grains of clays. So I said, why not? And I made up a bunch. Got them right here. Now, problem is, with that big heavy spring, this lighter load just won't come. It'll come out of the barrel, but it won't come out of the top. So you see right off there, we got a failure to eject, and obviously if we had a failure to eject, it never had a chance to fail to feed. So drop that out. And you can see that they're real low pressure loads. If you know how to read a case, you see all that black smut that's on there. That's from a low pressure load, doesn't really seal the chamber. Now, an interesting thing though, is my old 1970 vintage Colt Combat Commander, combat meaning it's just all steel as opposed to the original Commander, which had an aluminum frame, developed for the Air Force, Curtis LeMay. For whatever reason, either that the spring never was that hard to begin with, or the fact that it's got age on it and been shot so much that the spring is weaker. At any rate, we take those same geezer loads, put them in here, and you'll see that they just, I lied. All right. In shooting them earlier, I didn't have any problems, but that time we had a failure to feed, meaning the slide probably didn't come back quite far enough. It went in there that time, and that was it. So obviously it's, spring sensitive, and I'm preaching to the choir. I know all of you already know all this, but there may be a few people who don't. So what we'll do is we'll take the FN, the factory recoil spring, we'll take it out, and we're going to replace it with one that's lighter. Now, they don't make a spring set for this gun that's lighter. But it turns out that the Glock, full-length Glock springs, like for a 17, will work. And not only that, where'd I put them? You can get them in different strengths, as it were. So I had a 15, a 13, and an 11. And I will tell you that I tried the 15 and it wouldn't work. It ejected, but it didn't feed. So it was better than the original, which wouldn't eject, but it did eject, but it wouldn't feed. And when I was out at the range doing it, I forgot to bring some tools, so I couldn't get it apart to swap out for the lighter spring. Now I have it, and let's see if I can get this thing back together. A lot easier, that's for sure. All right, got some old geezer loads in there. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. I haven't tried it with this spring. You're going to find out right here with me. But, oh, probably doesn't hurt to have the, yeah. All right. Okay, here we go. Old geezer load. All right, it shot. Came out, worked. So far, so good. Okay, well, what was that, 4? Whatever. We'll try some more in it. But looks like that may be all it takes is just the 11-pound spring. I bypassed the 13. I went from the 15 down to the 11. But hey, it was a good start, and I'm glad you were along to enjoy this with me. This is a little add-on here, we'll call it, and I'm going to load this thing with the old geezer load and fill it to the top. All right, that's 15 rounds. If you look, I think it'll focus here. You can see it. Actually, you can see them in there. And really all I wanted to do was just have a little fun and see if these things will, in fact, shoot real fast. I'm shooting at a bunch of targets at 100 yards. I just want to make some dirt fly down there if I can. Let's see. Oh, what happened? In the interest of time, let me just say it was a bad round of ammo. And we know who to blame for that, don't we? Yes. Okay, many a slip twixt the cup and the lip, eh? All right, it's all the way down that time. Now, let's see. Well, maybe it was just the one, who knows? Anyway, all you need is the smallest excuse just to blast away and have some fun. But again, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the little extension part here. Bye.